Carly Spencer had to finally give in. The General Hospital recap for August 18, 2023, features Carly realizing that sometimes you have to let people try to be nice even if you're mean. In this episode, Sonny dropped by Carly's with a late-night offer, but she yelled at him so much he had trouble getting the words out. Anna realized that Valentin had been lying to her, as did Dante. At the Quartermain mansion, Tracy nursed a hangover as she bickered with Nettie. Christina and Molly had another blow-up over surrogacy. And finally, Gregory told Finn the truth about his condition. Now, let's dig a little deeper into the details. Sonny, Maurice Bernard, showed up at Carly's, Laura Wright, door late at night, alarming her, but she figured he just wanted a favor. Nope. He wanted to do her a favor, and she immediately turned it down, not even knowing what the offer would be. She then proceeded to yell in his face, as she was apt to do. She didn't need any help from her ex, and that was that. However, when the subject of Drew, Cameron Matheson, came up, she was willing to take anything Sonny had to offer. He told her he could get Drew out of solitary confinement, and she told him to go for it, despite the fact that he really didn't need Carly's permission to do this. Carly thought he was clever to offer her a favor she couldn't refuse. Sonny didn't even want anything in return. Nettie, Wally Kurth, walked in on Tracy, Jane Elliott, trying to nurse her hangover, and was amused by what he saw. However, she refused to admit she got drunk by choice. She blamed Brooke Lynn, Amanda Seton, for giving her strong drinks at the luau. She knew Brooke Lynn had to be up to something when she took her to the pool. Nettie just thought the whole thing sounded fun. Tracy accused Nettie of just trying to avoid reality with his Eddie Main persona, and Nettie took offense to that. She told him he wasn't Eddie, and then realized that he had heard her tell Olivia she wanted him committed. Tracy said she hoped the hospital could help him be Ned again. He said he was Eddie Main, and nobody could change that. She pointed out she was Ned Quartermain's mother, and she'd never stop fighting for her son Christina. Kate Mancy demanded to know why she wasn't invited to Molly's, Brooke Ann Smith, sushi party. Molly didn't even make any excuses for herself, except that she was allowed to invite who she wanted to her own dinner party. She finally confessed that she and TJ had found a surrogate, and they weren't ready to tell her yet. Christina tried to be happy for them, but wondered why they'd hire someone when she offered her services for free. The sisters argued, and Christina caused Molly to cry when she pointed out that not using her as a surrogate would mean she wasn't related to the baby. Molly argued TJ, Taj Bello, would be and decided if Christina was their surrogate, the baby wouldn't be hers, but only be known as a gift from her sister. That comment caused Christina to call Molly selfish. Finn, Michael Easton, finally asked Gregory Harrison, if he was sick, and Gregory had to confess that he indeed was. He had ALS. Finn immediately knew there was nothing he could do to help his father medically except for making his life more comfortable as his condition deteriorated. Finn couldn't believe Gregory had known about his condition for 6 months, but Gregory couldn't bring himself to say anything. As expected, Finn made it about himself. How could Gregory not trust him enough to tell him? Gregory admitted he didn't want anything to change and could already see a change in how Finn was looking at him. At least Gregory realized it was time to stop driving and hiding things. When he mentioned that Alexis, Nancy Lee Gran, knew, Finn was not happy at all. Dante, Dominic Zamprogna, was surprised to learn that Valentin, James Patrick Stewart, was never at El Key the night Anna's, Finola Hughes' house burned down. But at least he had Sam there to make him feel better as they told one another about their days. Dant got to hear all about Molly and Christina's sibling troubles, and Sam got to hear all about Cody's, Josh Kelly, antics at the Port Charles Police Department. Valentin and Anna checked into the Metro Court. They were both grateful nobody was hurt, but Anna was a depressed mess over losing her home. Valentin tried to be positive and encouraging, but Anna was still a nervous wreck, hot mess. She didn't even want to take a trip to New York to see Swan Lake. Soon, Marty, Michael E. Knight, arrived, and Valentin took things into the hall. Anna thought that Valentin didn't want him there, but she overheard Marty asking why he insisted on meeting that night. Later, Anna was further shocked and alarmed when Dan called to tell her that Valentin's car was never found at El Key. There was also no water main break that night. Once off the phone with Dot, Anna snuck a look at what was in the envelope Marty delivered. They were papers about the Pikeman Group.